Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Let's get to your read. Thank you to all who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Just remember, not everything's going to resonate here. Take what does, leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself and leave the rest. If you're interested in my artwork, there's some more information. Whoa, cards already flying. There's some more information on the community tab. Already. The Devil's out here. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. Queen of Cups. That's their card. An old soul that knows the benefits and the wisdom of getting the masculine and the feminine energies working in tandem within. Someone may be opposing that. Someone thinks that gives them too much power to know that. This person knowing this gives them too much power. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, definitely Capricorn in the mix here. You've got the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Could be a Virgo, could be a Taurus. Earth signs, grounded energy here. People that expect to do well, push themselves. Could be any sign, really. But that's the temperament of this person. But they also are very good at nurturing themselves and others. Very giving. Nature. Wise. Their abundance has been in pushing themselves and being successful there, as well as helping others. And it's kind of an energy of they do so well that people want to pick this apart. Like, where is the, how can this be that this person has figured this out or makes this work? Or there's some energy here that wants to find fault, the world. Or closing out a cycle. If this is you who's figured out this balance, it's a closing out a cycle of someone like that in your life. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, how can they stand on their own? How can they be so balanced, successful, always successful? That's irking somebody, but I don't feel like you're paying too much attention. You're aware of them being irked. King of Swords here, Queen of Wands, the Hierophant. There are a lot of big players in this message. A lot of, top dogs, big players here. Successful individuals. Someone who's a speaker. It could be somebody famous. Someone who's been very noteworthy in business here. Both masculine energy and feminine energy. Yeah. Somebody that's been very successful in design, who's been very successful just by their looks alone. I'm getting that the message is that no matter what area you're successful in, as are these examples, you're always going to have somebody just like nipping at your heels, saying, how is this possible? Why is this happening for you, not me? Or how are you doing this? And wanting to just pick it apart. Three of Wands. But I feel like the message is, it just comes with the territory. So somebody's struggling with that right now or having a hard time. Or I'm hearing somebody had a friend that then, had a difficult time with them being successful. And it's a message of when you get into a certain area of success and balance, you are going to trigger in other people this inability they have to find that in themselves. So they want to, rather than work on self, pick you apart. What makes you so special? Something like that. But you're being instructed to know this comes with the territory. Keep moving in a successful manner that work your secret sauce that works for you. I hear don't divulge that secret sauce. Keep it within. Keep it quiet. Because they'll try and, guilt you into maybe helping them or helping them with the secret sauce. I mean, I'm not saying don't help them, but they don't need to know your secret sauce because it's individual to you. It wouldn't work for them anyway. But overall message is it comes with a territory, and keep moving. Keep moving with your goals, wishes. Expect the big things to come in because you do. Keep expecting that. If they're trying to undermine you in some way, in your self-confidence or your belief in self, your belief in these ships coming in, don't allow that. That's them. This behavior of theirs and their comments speak more to them than you. Just know that. 4 of Cups, Hangman. Yeah, someone's dealing with this, where someone is trying to dim your shine or make you be more in the shadows, doubt yourself. Just hang out for a little while and regroup if you need to. It may be. I feel like it's a situation where you had a lot of loyalty to this person, so them turning on you in a way is quite surprising. I feel like it shows their true colors, and they were always there all along. So though that is hard, it is good to put this all into perspective. 6 of Swords is in the reverse here, and seek calmer waters here until they can work on self or work on whatever's triggering them here, and they may come around. But at this point in time, it's more a message of you keep doing you and expecting the good and the big to come in, because it will. Not to share that secret sauce that you have going on, which is just relative to you. And anyway, and steer yourself into calmer waters. Yeah, there will be judgment here, or they're placing judgment on you. But as they do so, I hear they will be in judgment from the divine. 9 of Swords, 9 of Cups. 9s could be significant. You're worried that this has somehow influenced or jinxed your big wishes. No, not in any way. Not in any way. They are a side note to your story. And do not influence it. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The only influence they're going to have here on your success is if you allow them to influence it in a manner where they're interfering. They're saying something along the lines of, you're going to miss out without them. They're going to miss out without you. Notice the desperation in their tone when that is being expressed to you. If you're in a situation of that nature, they're desperate without you. Strength is here, 3 of Cups, 5 of Wands. Without me, you won't have the friend base, something like that. Some sort of threats that are social. Spirit says, look, then that isn't your friend base to begin with. So don't worry about it. You move on. You have the strength here. You're the one with the strength. You're maybe even the glue for this group, which is why they're freaking out regarding your absence. So keep doing you. There is lameness here, and I do see that they are trying to, or one person or a group of people are trying to guilt you into somehow staying small or staying with them. Do not be persuaded. Feeling isolated and jealousy. Note that that is some of the tactic, is to make you feel isolated, but it's just based on jealousy. Keep doing you, keep moving forward, keep using your secret sauce. They have nothing on you here. Keep going. Yeah, love it. I love the confirmation here. Outdated thinking. Yeah, you're in another place in life. This is no longer for you. Digestive issues. Remember, we've talked about this before, that this can be trauma in the body. So this could have been going on for a long time, this connection, but you're seeing it for what it's worth, overtaken with emotion. And that, I do feel, is something that has bothered you, because we did touch on the fact that, this is someone that you're surprised by their unexpected change here towards you. Let's get to some advice other than, we've gotten some good advice here, but let's get a little bit more if we can. More advice here, Spirit. Yep. This is a competitive environment, 5 of Swords, or it's turned competitive, and that's a surprise to you as well. But these people can't compete. You're left standing, you're the winner. You have outdone this group. But it is your base, your foundation, 4 of Pentacles here. Or you are the base. Yeah, we've seen that. You are the glue, I said earlier. They don't want you to leave, but they may try something where they say they're leaving you. Something like that. They want you to feel isolated. Remember, we saw that also. This will not work on you because you're getting the heads up now. And also you've got good instincts. 4 of Wands here. You're just destined for better environments, more upbeat, more happy, more people in your corner wanting to celebrate you, and you wanting to celebrate them, celebrate milestones and celebrate good things. Not a feeling of, if I do something good and I stand out, there won't be a feeling of good for you. There'll be a tower moment for other people. Are you doing better than me? That's no place to be for any of us, where we can't have others that are around us celebrating us and our victories. There's no reason for that. 8 of Wands out here. Someone's going to be communicating to you, that maybe this is a tower for them, but they'll gaslight you. It's somehow your fault, something along those lines. Or you're just flat out taking action here and seeing, these people, these exact people that should be in my corner are nowhere to be found when I have done something that merits people saying good job, patting me on the back. Okay, that tells you a whole lot about who you're hanging out with right there. 8 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. And it might be work related too, because you've perfected something at work. But you've also put in the time and the attention here that others didn't. Maybe they were going to ride on your coattails. Yeah, you're saying no more of that. Or maybe they have ridden on your coattails all this time, and that's what's becoming apparent to you. King of Swords. Get comfortable without this group or this person. With each day, get more and more comfortable. Just seeing this situation for what it is and being without them. Because the negativity of always bringing you down when you're riding high isn't worth the cost in your milestone events. Yeah. And hang on to your money too here, because you've been very giving of that with them, and they have come to expect it. That'll be another part of their tower moments, is not having enough money, which is, you will see, I'm hearing, directly in correlation with how they live their own life. It's directly it is their responsibility. It's directly correlated to how they have lived their life, and they are responsible for their income and not expecting your regular handouts. Yeah, think these things through. Think them through. and think about who's there for you and the celebratory times. And think about how much work you've put in to become as successful as you are. No coattail riders here. This message is pretty clear. Humility. Dandelion. You know, with dandelion herbs, you can do a lot of well, there's a lot that can happen with dandelion herbs that will open your mind, let's say that. And I feel like you are doing just that. You're opening your mind to this, you know, especially if it's been a relationship where, you know, you haven't really thought it through that much. You've just thought, oh, they've always been there. Now you're giving it a lot more thought. You're opening your mind to, you know, what are their motives here when you never thought there were motives, but there are motives here. And, you know, maybe you'll be humbled by what you find is truly there. Because a lot of times we rush around in life and we think, nah, that person isn't like that. Nah, that person would never do that. And you can be surprised by the most close relationship I find in this life. And others would say, you know, and you would even, if you were sitting here with me, would say, yeah, I would never in a million years would have thought that relationship would have gone this way. But we all have these stories, so they obviously can. You're not alone in that regard. But it's a matter of coming to terms with it and seeing it for what it is, which is hard for all of us, but note that it can happen to the best of us. Final messages here. Okay, so we've got golden topaz and yellow rose. All right. Abundance. Yeah, like to see it. And you've always been abundant. We've talked about this from the get-go. This talks about raising your vibration, sure, light missions and reactivations. Yeah, and you're raising your vibration because you're getting away from this kind of negativity. And the coat rider, or writers, plural, secret garden, sacred space. Yeah, cultivate your space, your inner beauty, and your self-care. Now you're going maybe more inward, doing a little hermiting as you kind of piece this relationship together and figuring out your next steps without this connection. And that's okay. Know that you're protected. I see that you continue to be very successful. I think you're having a hard time talking to this person too, maybe about this. And I don't really feel like the advice is to talk to them so much. But you're just, you know, maybe when you are around them, it's hard to talk to them because you're like, I can't believe that you are not at all what I thought you were. Regeneration. But this message on a positive note is all about figuring this out and shaking off what doesn't serve you here, people-wise, energy-wise, situation-wise, regenerating. Self-care, finding that secret space, moving forward, being just as effective and successful as you always have been, but and abundant, but with people surrounding you who are also there and happy for you and there for you and wanting to celebrate your victories. That is your message. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel. It also helps this message reach other people and helps the channel to grow. And if you feel inclined, please do utilize the link below for Buy Me a Coffee. Until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thank you.